Hello, my name is Matt Bird, and welcome to the PublishU podcast, where we feature the real life stories of authors from around the world. Today, I'm talking to Vita Nivell from Egham in the United Kingdom, who has written a book called More Than a Woman. Vita, welcome.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
I'm very well. It's always great to see you, Vita. And for those people that are listening, watching, reading, what do you do? What is it that your life is filled with?
Well, Matt, that is a very good place to start talking about myself. um, to be honest, I do many things as any woman do. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a professional. Yes, I'm an investor. Yeah, so all these roles is kind of filling up my life. And I'm very happy and excited about all of them.
All of them. And
Yes,
you sound your accent, you're not from English heritage. Where are you from? I know, but others won't.
yes. I'm not from England. I was born in UK in Ukraine, and but I moved to England in 1998 with zero knowledge of English, very basic. And after 25 years, I can speak and I can write.
Yeah. And you've written a book. It's amazing. What come? That is really quite incredible to write a book in your second language.
Yes, it was. I couldn't believe it, to be honest.
You did. I
Yes.
mean, I was going to ask you, I mean, what obstacles did you face in writing your book? There's probably one we've just mentioned, but what are the obstacles you felt you faced in writing your book?
Um, I think one of the obstacles was you kind of you want to, because I think in English as well, and you want to put so much out, and sometimes you get lost in order how to put all together. Um, yeah, so that is kind of, sometimes human mind is overwhelmed with thoughts,
Yeah.
but to put them on a piece of paper, it's challenging because the thought is very quick, they kind of seconds, and then you have to actually put on a piece of paper to bring to the world. That was my obstacle.
Yeah. Yeah. Picking the right words
Mm,
in a second language to communicate something to the world. Yeah. Even
yes.
in your first language, that I can say that's not always the easy thing to do. And how did you overcome that obstacle, Vito? What was it that helped you and made the difference?
Um, I would just do it as
Yeah.
anything. You just do it. You just, my daughter, she read my book and said, "Mommy, you can see that you're not English." I said, "I'm not English." So
That's okay.
it's fine.
I've read your book and I can see you're not a man. That's okay.
Yeah, so that is, I just did it, and obviously with your help, with your mentoring, it was kind of helpful as well.
Oh, that's great. So we'll come back to the writing my book course, but let's focus on your book. I mean, it's entitled More Than a Woman. So it sounds like it's a book for women, about women. Um, Tell us more. What's the essence of the book?
Um, the essence of the book, like you mentioned, it's for women, and yes, that you are correct. But I wouldn't say men shouldn't read either, because they should know what women go through and their emotions and their feelings. And basically, the book is about, we all have our labels, like I just mentioned, mother, professional, sister, daughter. But sometimes those labels shrink us, who
Yeah,
we are actually. And I think it's just a reminder to all female in the world that we need to be more aware of who we are. And obviously, we wearing so many crowns. Well, wearing crowns with all different labels, and it kind of has a big weight on us. But sometimes we forgot who we are actually. We forgot about our values, and we forgot what we enjoying life because we put too much energy and into somebody else and forget about ourselves. So that is my book is just a reminder. Probably people when if women will read the book, they will say, "Oh yeah, I know that." But so it's just reminder, kind of a little note reminder. Look, this is what it's all about. Who we are. Remember our routines. Remember our rituals. Our values is important, and
Mm,
stick to them and have boundaries. Yeah, so
mhm.
that's my book about.
Love it, love it, love it. And yes, I will be one of the men in the world that is buying your book, Vita, um, to
Thank you.
read personally and learn from, but also to put on the shelf in my holiday home in Italy for others to enjoy when they visit. So it's something I love to do with all of our authors. You mentioned something there. I'd love just to drill down. We can't go into the detail on everything in your book, but you mentioned women's routines. That
Yes.
just caught my attention slightly. Tell us a little bit more about, well, maybe start about your routines. Um, I'll
Yeah.
be really
Um,
intrigued if it's not too personal.
no, it's fine. I mean, obviously, when you have a children, I have one daughter, and your routine can be very jumble up with other routines of other people. But you always have to remember, for example, I love my morning routine when I wake up. I have my hot water with lemon, and it just 15-20 minutes I sat and just in my favorite corner and just enjoy the drink, enjoy that warmth. When you just wake up, you don't want to rush straight away. Then I would do some meditation and a little bit of exercises. So you kind of prepare yourself for the day, and also
Mm,
with positive thinking. And, I'm very, I love, be grateful, have a gratitude in the morning with for just simple things. Just you wake up, you're very grateful that you're alive.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and also during the day, obviously, you carry on with your jobs or functions. And in the evening, you have another routine. Again, you take time. Maybe it's a little bit of yoga exercise, or it's meditation, or just listen to your favorite music. And it takes 15-20 minutes.
yeah, yeah.
It's your time. So, yeah, that is kind of my little routine.
Like it. There's a little insight into Vita's life. Very good. So, Vita, you wrote your book as part of the Writing My Book course.
Yes.
Um, how did the Writing My Book course
Mm.
help you?
Well, tremendously. I
Glad
remember
to hear it.
same table. This table was my like map of my thoughts with different yellow, green, orange stickers. And like you suggested, just put all thoughts on that little stickers and put on the table. Doesn't matter what order. So I did. And I wake up in the morning and say, oh my gosh, this is all my thoughts. And then you suggested you have to put kind of in order that this connected to each other. And I
Yeah,
did. This is how it actually was very helpful
yeah,
technique.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And then into a plan and then starting to write.
Yes. Yeah.
And one of my little mantras, as you know, Vita, is when you're writing your book, you must not edit your book. So write, don't edit. And everybody who does the Writing My Book course knows this is Matt's favorite mantra, write, don't edit. How easy did you find it to write your book without editing it the first time through?
I think I mentioned to you before, it was challenging not to go back because when you put your thoughts in writing, you keep forgetting them as well. I'm thinking, did I write this already or not? So you kind of, you're on autopilot, you write, but actually because you can't keep everything in your mind, you just empty your mind with your thoughts. So sometimes you forgot. So this is why, obviously, when you don't go back and don't read back, so you don't edit it. So
Yeah,
that was kind of challenging for me. And
yeah,
you said to
yeah,
me, oh, don't worry, if you just repeat yourself, later on, we just remove.
yeah, absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. And so, Vita, yeah, what is your hope for your book? What
Mm.
is the hope for the impact it might have?
Mm, I like your question because that was in my mind during all the time I was writing the book.
Yeah,
My hope um, is just when women read the book, she could take, I don't know how many interesting things for herself, and
yeah.
it's like a little token to female world. If you learn something from my book, or it just remind you about what you already knew, and you start using it and you start applying in your life, and also share with other women. So it's like ripple effect. If you're feeling good, if you're happy, you should spread your happiness and knowledge with others. So I hope that my book will reach the hearts of other women who may be struggling or don't know the answers. Yeah, so it's all about empowering ourselves, other women,
Mm,
and help
mm,
each other.
yeah. And so just to dive back in, I mean, what do you think are a couple of the biggest challenges women face in today's world?
I think one of the challenges is, as I said, women they forget about values. For
Yeah.
example, my values is it's important for me. It's a peace, it's harmony, prosperity, abundance. And sometimes we just don't pay attention to those values, and outside people can just push the boundaries, and we're losing our peace, we're losing our harmony. The financial independence is crashing. Yeah, so I think this is kind of very especially in this modern world, where so much pressure from outside, from media, and how you should be, how you should look. But it's all coming from here. Doesn't matter do you have what kind of clothes you wear. If you're beautiful inside, if you feel peace and harmony inside, it will shine out the world. So yeah, that is doesn't matter if you don't have much money to do things, you just still can take care of yourself.
Mm,
um, have good food, do a little bit of exercises, walk in the park, and that is all bringing into the harmony in your life.
mm, mm. Beautiful. Well, Vita, I'm for sure going to be getting your book, and I'm looking forward to reading it and leaving it for the guests at my home in Italy so they can enjoy reading it too. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you all for listening to the PublishU podcast featuring the real life stories of authors from around the world. And if you're interested in becoming an author like Vita, please do contact us at www.publishu.com, publishu.com. And if you enjoyed this broadcast, please make sure you subscribe for more. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye for now.